All right, guys, what's going on? We're back with another little video, and we just had these come out. So let me put the microphone here so you guys can actually hear me. And yeah, we're getting, looks like, some more Spotlight Sims. I have my rankings based on just who I thought would be the most useful in the game. Topping that list last year was Sean Elliott with, I think, Thurl Bailey as second, and I still stand by that. Those were my favorite cards to use. So as you can see, there is a Dave DeBusschere, Patrick Ewing, Isaiah Thomas, Sidney Wicks. Gonna have to look into him. Robert Parrish, Latrell Sprewell, Julius Erving, and Don Buse. Obviously, two of those guys, Sidney Wicks and Don Buse, are not the most commonly known players in NBA 2K or just in NBA history, so we're gonna go over them a little bit. Kawhi Leonard, Joe Dumars, who everyone kind of thought we were due for a new one. A high-tier Nate Robinson card. Allen Iverson, Carlos Boozer, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Kyrie Irving, DeMarcus Cousins. And as you can see, you get a lock-in Wes Unseld, as well as a lock-in Brandon Roy. And what's listed here, let me just pop the camera off for 1 second. You can also pick up a John Wall, it looks like. Everyone remembers how good the Pink Diamond John Wall was earlier in this year. So yeah, the cards are up on the database, so let's take a quick look at them and see what they're looking like. All right, so looking at the screen, obviously this is mixed in with the Aussie and Kiwi cards that came out today as well. So we're going to go through from bottom to top, and we're going to see kind of what we're feeling for these cards. See how useful they're going to be, see how good they are, see how they compare to other cards that they already have in the game. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to check this out. So I think the first obvious comparison is this new Pink Diamond Kawaii versus the Opal Kawaii that everyone just kind of grounded for. As you can tell, not as good, which I think is good. I think it's a good thing that they made the Opal Kawaii distinctively better. It's pretty close, but obviously it's just a little bit slower, a little worse shooter, a little worse slasher, a little worse defense. But realistically, this card is pretty good. I still think Malik Sealy is better. It obviously comes with all the defensive badges that you'd expect a Kawhi card to have. Still has quick first step. Doesn't have Hall of Fame range, or any range for that matter. Tendencies are the same. But again, for a free card, if you guys missed out on the Kawhi Leonard, ostensibly this is going to be a free card, so I mean there's really no reason not to go after it, especially if you want to lock in for that reward card. All right, number 2, we're looking at the glitched Boogie Cousins compared to this free one. Now scoring stats are all the same. It's as good of a shooter. That's kind of crazy. Really just the defense is a little bit better on the glitched one. So I mean, if you have this glitched Boogie, sorry to say, you're probably out of luck. The badges are almost the same. The glitch one just has Hall of Fame Interceptor. But realistically, this free Boogie card is going to be a budget hero for a lot of players. This is a great card. All right, obviously now we got to compare the glitched Kyrie to the new one. Stats look very similar. Again, the glitched Kyrie is going to be a bit better on defense, but another free card, a 98 instead of a 99 ball handle. Badges look almost the same. The glitch one's a little bit better defensively, but again, this is going to be a free Kyrie card. Have these glitched cards, I try and get whatever cost out of them you can, because I don't think you're going to want to keep them when everyone has a comparable card for free. I do want to compare him to his only other card in the game, just because it's the only fair way to do it. Both 5/9 point cards, obviously. Nate Robinson's a fan favorite. I really like him. His cards are always fun. So, I mean, obviously when we compare him to the Ruby that some people really liked using, the stats, not even, you know what, not really that far apart, not too crazy. The Pink Diamond can actually play defense though. The speed is going to be insane. And then obviously the badges are nuts. This Nate Robinson is going to be an absolute beast for scoring. Hall of Fame quick first step, downhill, range extender, posterizer, showtime, all that stuff. So depending on regardless of which generation you're on, this Nate Robinson is gonna have a spot on your team. This is kind of nuts if we're being honest. Obviously, a more realistic comparison for this card is going to be the glitched Isaiah Thomas, where they're the same height, same wingspan, and this Nate Robinson just has 10 more Hall of Fame badges, and he's looking like a much better slasher. And let's see, driving dunk of an plus 18. So the Baby Zeke glitched card is going to be better defensively, but as far as offense goes, this Nate Robinson, aside from his height, a 99 vertical, he's going to be maybe one of the most like fun, just, you know, throw him in to kind of mess with your opponent, get some dunks with a 5'9" guy. It's always fun, right? So this Nate Robinson, I'm looking forward to getting him. He'll definitely have a spot on at least some squad builders, because anytime I do the sorta series for 2K21, which is coming up, it's always fun to have Nate Robb. He fits a lot of those teams. All right. Now, obviously, the comparison that I want to do quick is for the Carlos Boozer that's already in the game, which very few people actually have. But he's a 6'9", power forward center. I don't think anyone's going to really use him at the center. But very fast in comparison. Has a serviceable 3-ball. Really good slashing. Surprisingly decent perimeter defense. And really good rebounding. So this Carlos Boozer, obviously way better than the other one. He's going to have deep hooks. There it is. He's going to have a lot of good like interior defensive badges, which is really nice. He's going to kind of play like the Terry Cummings card, I would imagine. Better tendencies, if only slightly. Defensive tendencies are way better. I think, again, another good comparison for this Carlos Boozer card would be maybe... Let's go Kenyon Martin. Yeah, so I mean, we can't really see what the badges look like. He's obviously better than the unevolved Kenyon Martin. Stats look really good. The Kenyon Martin's a little bit faster. Okay, so we can see the updated stats, just not the badges. But yeah, this Carlos Boozer is basically a free Kenyon Martin. Just a little bit less perimeter play, a little bit less ball handling, especially. Like, the biggest difference in the stats, as you can see here, are with the ball handle and the general speed and pass accuracy, stuff like that. So I wouldn't try and run your offense through this Carlos Boozer, but still a pretty usable card, honestly. The site is being a little laggy, so we're going to go out of order here. This is the first Joe Dumars card we've had all year. I think a lot of people were kind of starting to expect it. He's going to be a point guard eligible player, 6'3", 6'6" wingspan, and I'm not going to lie, this card looks fantastic on paper. I'm going to look on the PS5 side. He has 20 Hall of Fames, 29 golds. Again, this card, as far as we know, going to be free. You can get all the badges in the game. 94 speed with ball, 86 ball handle. He's going to kind of basically be a Sidney Moncrief clone, except with a lot more scoring. So I think we'll actually compare him to the Sidney Moncrief, just because they are very much defense-oriented shooting guard / point guard players. There are other players that you could probably compare in these, but I just think that they're the most similar that are already in the game. So as you can see, Sidney Moncrief obviously came out a long time ago. He's an Idols Series 1 VIP card, but again, 6'3", 6'6" wingspan. Shooting guard / point guard. The Moncrief's a little bit stronger. The Dumars is a way better shooter. The post game, for some reason, Moncrief is a bit higher. But yeah, this Joe Dumars is, like I said, he's going to be a lot like Sid Moncrief. He actually has lower stats than the Diamond Sidney Moncrief, but the badges, 22 total, 15 more of them. Tendencies are looking really good. Defensive tendencies are insane. 100 on-ball steal tendency. Is the same as Walt Frazier, George McInnes, and Earl Monroe, and the new Patrick Beverly that just came out yesterday. So a really reliable shot. That Walt Frazier shot is great. So this Joe Dumars is going to be an amazing point guard replacement. And again, it's going to be free. Okay, we can go back in order a little bit now. The Big Z card finally loaded. Everyone's on the site right now. But this Big Z, much better 3-ball. Much better speed, 40 plus on speed and acceleration. He's 7'3", 7'6" wingspan. I mean, this guy's going to be huge. 16 extra Hall of Fame badges. Let's see. What I'm curious about, the lateral quickness is actually okay. Again, he's a giant, so you don't want it to be incredible just yet. We're hopefully not at that point in the year. Passing accuracy is a 78. So, I mean, this guy is not quite like a Sabonis Jokic level playmaker. But for a free card, he's going to be really fun. And where is it? Where is it? Okay, it comes with gold range extender, not Hall of Fame. That's at least good. But he's going to be a big rebounding, rim protecting stretch big. That's going to fit on a lot of people's lineups. You're going to have to play a little slower with him. He'll probably get burned by some of the bigger guys. Doesn't come with clamps. So against a big guy like Dino Raja or the glitch Dirk Nowitzki with quick first step, going to be a bit of a liability, but still a free gigantic big man. If you're running him in a zone, going to be really useful. Now we're getting into one of a handful of the free Allen Iversons we got, because this one that we're comparing him to was also a free card. So if this one's only marginally better, I think that's pretty reasonable. I think that's more for like the players who started playing, after the break. The only big difference is that the previous one has a much higher shot IQ, which does not do anything. Driving dunk's higher, speed's a little better, passing vision's a little lower, but yeah, basically it's Allen Iverson. You guys know what you're going to get with him. As Hall of Fame range, Hall of Fame Deadeye, comes with a few extra badges, comes with Hall of Fame clamps. I know a lot of people didn't like that about the other pink diamond. And yeah, I mean, again, another free card, another shooting guard slash power point guard. This card's going to be fun to use. I don't know if it's going to be comp, but at this point, have fun with the game. Who cares if you're, you know, there's no more 250k, so you're fine. Next up, Latrell. This Latrell Sprewell is on the Warriors. That's kind of cool. A lot of people did really like this reward card from earlier in the year. I feel like he's going to compare a lot closer to Mitch Richmond, but statistically, he's at least a decent bit better than the Diamond Latrell. Way faster, way better defense, just based on the fact that he can actually guard in the post a little bit. Better dunker, way better speed, better passer, better ingredients, Papa John's. And yeah, Hall of Fame corner. Comes with range. This card's going to be, yeah, Hall of Fame quick first step. Hall of Fame intimidator. Heads up PJ Carlissimo. But this card's going to be really, really good, really serviceable. I'd ideally run him at the 2 because he's a little bit short, but aside from that, this card looks great. All right, so unfortunately, the traffic on the website has made it so I can't really do the comparisons anymore, unfortunately. But what we can do is I'll just click on this. The Patrick Ewing, if he's better than the Pink Diamond reward card, I'm not really going to care too much. Can get every badge. Looks about the same, honestly. The Pink Diamond Unlimited reward was not that good, so I don't think they're going to make this one too much better. He's probably the one in this whole Spotlight set that is not going to be that intriguing. They look like they're basically carbon copies of each other. Let's see. Free ball's the same, speed's the same, vertical's the same, lateral quickness is the same. The old one actually has a little bit better post scoring and offensive rebound and interior defense, but aside from that, these cards are identical. So luckily the one that I played 68 games for is still a little bit better, but the new one will probably have like a duo or something, maybe with John Starks. So unfortunately, Patrick Ewing probably one of the worst ones in the set. Now we have the original Zeke. We have Isaiah Thomas. Always weirdly one of my favorite cards to use in my team, even though I'm not a big fan of his in real life. Incredibly fast, very good defender, amazing playmaker. Like, if you're looking at these stats, I mean, this guy, dimer, floor general, quick first step, clamps, intimidator, pickpocket. Let's see, does he come with slithery? He can get posterizer. This card is obviously a little bit undersized, but gonna be one of the best pure point guards in the game. I would compare him probably to the new John Stockton, except a little faster, with, I guess, maybe not better dunk, because the new John Stockton is also glitched. But yeah, if you're looking for like a slash and kick point guard who can finish and pull up, he does come with gold deep threes. This card's gonna be really, really good. Really good. Dr. J, I'm curious to see how much. I don't know if I can compare them again. Maybe we'll just do it like this. Speed 94. Speed 94. Okay, so they made them basically the same. So you know what? You get a free Dr. J. I'm not complaining. Again, no comparisons. But this Robert Parrish, a 7-footer with 86 speed. Can hit threes. Wouldn't rely on it for him. 80 speed with ball. Very bad ball handle. Comes with Hall of Fame quick first step downhill. All the defensive and most of the finishing badges you'd want. So kind of like a mediocre stretch big, but he's very fast. He's 7 feet tall. He's got better rebounding than Wilt Chamberlain. So this card's basically going to be a free Wilt, with a little bit less ball handle. But yeah, this card looks really good. If anyone remembers Sorta Series number 1, he was the MVP of the Bulls game. Now here's where we get into the guys that we haven't seen before. On next gen current gen has 20 Hall of Fames, 29 golds. He is a 6'4" point guard with a 97 speed, 89 3 ball, 80 driving dunk. Pretty much all the badges you could want on at least gold, bullet, dimer, downhill, handles, quick first step, unpluckable, and then ankle braces, clamps, intimidator, pickpocket. This card is going to be an extremely serviceable free card. Let's see what the animations are. Derrick Rose is lower with Steph Curry's upper. Averaged 4 steals a game for a season. Only averaged double-digit points one time in his career. But aside from that, I mean, was shooting threes at a decent clip when no one was really taking them. Really good passer, really good defender. So, I mean, this guy is probably going to be very locked down in the game. And what's fun is that him and a certain dentist are both going to have their appearance on a sort of Trailblazers series, which might be coming up very shortly. The next guy that we probably don't really know is a 6'8" guy with a 7'11" wingspan.
7'11" wingspan.
And Sydney Wicks. Okay. So we got Stretch Armstrong here. He has a 92 speed, 83 ball. His inside scoring, his defense, his rebounding are all insane. 90 speed with ball, quick first step, clamps interceptor, intimidator, pogo stick, pickpocket. Does he have posterizer? He does. Wow. So he doesn't come with deep threes, but he can get the badge. 6'8" with a 7'11" wingspan. What's his block? 92? 100 driving and flashy dunk tendency. 94 contest and block tendencies with super low fouls. He has, whose base is 70? Terrence Ross and Ejon Lan's base has all of the amazing layup and dunk packages that you could ever want. 6'8" with a 7'11" wingspan. This is going to be a shot blocking god. And then especially with this speed and a pretty serviceable 3-ball with really good animations, this might be like a new triple threat god that you're going to see a lot of. This is the first one I'm going to go for. Don't matter what the rest of them are, this is the one I'm going for, number 1. Next up, we got a bit of a MyTeam mainstay, Dave DeBuscher. He's going to be insane on defense. 6'6", 6'9" wingspan. After Sydney Wicks, nothing matters. Speed's really good, defense is incredible, playmaking, just an extremely versatile guy. Hall of Fame quick first step, all the defensive badges you could hope for. And yeah, I mean, this card's basically going to be like a shorter version of an Andrei Kirilenko. That's kind of what he is every year. And again, as a free card, this is going to be really, really good. So far, the only bad one I'd say has been Patrick Ewing. Now we get into the reward cards. So, we get one of my favorite guys to watch ever, Opal Brandon Roy. Okay, guys. 95 speed, 96 shot 3, 97 driving dunk, 95 lateral quickness. Ooh, he has 29 Hall of Fames, including posterizer, range, catch and shoots. Doesn't come with blinders, so I mean, at least there's something you can add to him. But he has quick first step, unpluckable, downhill, clamps, intimidator. This guy is basically the perfect, look at these tendencies, basically the perfect shooting guard that you could ask for. I mean, 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan. Some people might not be in love with that. He has the Trey Burke lower with the Kobe Bryant upper, which is pretty much, he's Tracy. Next up, we have YBC, Wes Unseld. 93 speed as a center with a 93 3-ball and Hall of Fame range. This is the ultimate cheese 5-out pick and pop type guy. His stats, he probably has the highest stats in the game at 31-23. Let's just check that really quick for curiosity's sake. It looks like we're not able to get that because of a bad gateway. Again, traffic on the site is crazy. But this card is going to be just insane. Again, 6'7" as a center, it's not great. But if you're running a zone, I mean, this guy's not going to be that much different than like Draymond Green. He has the Kobe Bryant base, which is the same as Buddy Hield. The Junior Bridgman, yeah, he has the exact same release as Junior Bridgman, which is actually one of the guys that I've talked to has locked him in. I think it was an accident, but he really liked them for a little while. Tendencies are insanity. This card is, I mean, if you look at the algorithm that they have on the site, it's one of the best cards in the game statistically. The only problem is that he's a bit short. If you're running a zone, I mean, I can't see how much worse than like the Draymond Green was at the start of the year. This Wes Unseld might be now. Deep threes, corner specialist, catch and shoot, dimer, downhill, quick first step, unpluckable, clamps, intimidator. Like, there's nothing this card can't do. You can run him as your point center and you'll be just fine. So I'm going to try and finish up the collection that unlocks him over the Brandon Roy first. But certainly not least is a 6'4" point guard, 98 John Wall, 32 Hall of Fames, 99 speed, acceleration, and speed with ball. This is the fastest card in the game, full stop. Quick first step, dimer, downhill. If you're a rim runner, this is the card. And he has a 96 3 ball with Hall of Fame DP. So this John Wall, 98 dunk, 98 lateral quickness, 98 steal, all the best animations. The John Wall shot animations, which are great, 100 on-ball steal, super low foul tendencies, perfect dunk tendencies. No post-game. And the strength is a tiny bit low, but basically this is the best point guard in the game on paper, and it's not close. And based on the other John Wall and the animations that the John Wall cards have typically had, this is the best point guard in the game, and I don't think it's necessarily close. Obviously, people are gonna like Luka or the Harden cards that just came out, but this card is, we presume it's free because it's a reward card. And holy crap, guys! Like, you guys want to talk about all the free content we've been getting? I mean, ignore Bogut. Ignore Steven Adams, and Joe Ingles, RJ, and Aaron Baines. Who, by the way, this Aaron Baines is a much better card in the game than he is in real life. This is a lot of new, unbelievable cards that we're going to be able to grind offline play with. And I'm not going to lie, man. Everyone that's been complaining about the free content this year, I don't know what your basis is, because stuff like this is incredible. I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, if I had to determine the order that I'm going in, I'm going to get Sidney Wicks first, because that wingspan is just too enticing. Don Buse is going to be second, and then after that, it's probably going to be like, you know, Spreewell, Nate, Robb, Parrish, Dumars, Debuscher, and then Kyrie last, because but I'm going to be definitely getting the gameplay out on this Sidney Wicks. I can't wait for that. That's going to be fun. I hope he kind of lives up to the hype I've built up for him in my head. Yeah, man. I mean, more offline content, and I really need it right now because online play is so toxic. I'm really getting out of the 5-out every single play. If I wanted, like, here's the thing. I'm playing against AIs every time I go into Unlimited anyway, so I may as well do it for reward cards that, you know, I'm going to like tinkering around with and have to move around in my lineups. And especially having a lot of these guys, sort of series is coming back. Let me know in the comments which one you want to go after first, which one surprised you, which one you know, maybe hoped was there instead. But who knows, we may end up getting more of these cards down the line, but until then, hope you guys have a good night, and thanks for watching.